This is Song Waffles. We waffle on for just as long as it takes to drink 2 beers. Song Waffles with City Over Sand. G'day and welcome to Song Waffles with City Over Sand, episode 8 today, fellas.
8?
Episode 8. It's been a little while. It's the first time we've had all 4 of us in the room together.
I was going to say, have you guys been doing it without me?
Yeah.
It feels like episode 3.
Where have you been, Stevie?
Out and about. Wellington, New Zealand.
New Zealand.
Over there for a few weeks, so that's the accent.
Not bad.
Chills.
Drinking some nice beers over there, mate?
Delicious. Craft beers everywhere. That's all I do. Parrot Dog, love your work. For anyone who, I've tried finding it here in Oz, but not easy.
We'll flick them an email and see if they can sponsor an episode.
Yeah, absolutely. They're hazy IPA. It's got another name too. It's because they do a couple of hazies over the years.
Nice one.
I'll find that out. So when you flick them an email, we'll get the right one.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, while we're speaking about beer, let's drop of the week time. It's time for the drop of the week. So,
The big unveil.
what do we got this time, JK? I'll let you announce it.
Should I say it? It's commonly known as the wife beater. The Peroni Red. No
I thought the wife
mate,
beater was Stella.
But it's probably not apt for what I've just been up to in the last couple of weeks.
Julesy just got married like 2 weeks ago. 1 week ago? 2 weeks ago. 1 week.
3 week anniversary.
3 week anniversary.
Yeah,
There you go.
it's real.
It was a top time down in Adelaide.
There's a bit of bling there.
Not bad.
I'm worth more now. I'm $250. My net worth has gone up. Get mugged on the way home.
Fantastic day down in Adelaide. It was a top showing. It was so much fun. Great to see the old crew. Radelaide. Yeah, good times.
It is rad, isn't it? Radelaide.
Yeah, we enjoyed a lot down there. We sampled a lot of. We supported a lot of local businesses, didn't we?
Oh,
Distilleries.
no doubt. Yeah, and pharmaceutical companies the day after as well. I was a little
You're
bit
a little
sore.
sore, mate.
I was a little bit sore, yeah. But it's a good Mexican restaurant, got me back on track.
Excellent.
The room cleaner was a bit sore after you then.
All right, so Peroni this week, eh?
Peroni Reds.
As you know, we take it in turns each week, and this was JK's turn, so
Yeah.
let's
And
go.
Cheers. Cheers.
Here's to not being a wife beater.
So we do have good reason to cheers this week, fellas. What's been going on this week?
Well, let's have another sip.
Hang on.
Yeah, good idea.
DC went out to a nice restaurant this week.
I did have a terrible restaurant experience. And I'll let social media know all about that. Well, we did release an EP this week, so that's the big news. The EP Half Full is out into the world on the digital platforms, so we're very proud of it. And
EP's called Half Full, so yeah, get around it. City Over Sand Half Full. It's 5 tracks that we just made when we had a couple of hours to spare every second month.
every now and again.
Yeah.
I was wondering when we started on that, I needed to brush over those tracks.
Yeah. I could probably have a look
What
back
I
at
do
the
again?
recording dates or whatever, but
But thanks to everyone who's jumped on, had a listen and sent us messages. And
yeah.
I should probably apologise. I've been doing a little bit of promo on the socials, and I'm not very good at it. So to all those people that I sent a private message to, trying to plug the record,
Got to do what you got to do.
you got to do what you got to do. It's uncomfortable.
It's all right,
work,
DC.
but-
They won't even be
you know.
watching this.
No, that's right. So if you did receive a private message from me plugging our record, please take it in good faith and jump on and have a listen.
Yeah.
It's all about shameless self-promotion, mate. I did it yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, you got to do it. But yeah, we're proud of the record and we're happy with what came out. So hopefully you'll like it too. So yeah, best to find 18 minutes in your day where you can really take it in.
It is one of those pieces of work that we developed with the experience in mind, so that the songs kind of are tracked in a way that suits sitting there for the entirety from the start to the finish. So if you do get the chance, you do get 18 minutes, and I think it's 18 minutes and 16 seconds to be precise, out of your life to have a listen to it. And yeah, that's the way we intended it to be heard. So
Yeah.
go for it.
And one comment I got back yesterday afternoon, in fact, was it was a very good listen with a Friday afternoon beer. So
That's exactly what we
give it a
intended.
crack.
All right, we'll try that with a Saturday afternoon beer.
Yes,
36 minutes on a Saturday. Run it twice. Yeah.
done.
3 red Peronis.
I don't mind your wife beat a Julesy.
Yeah,
So
I
no.
won't call them that anymore. Got this to remind me.
All right, so while we're getting into it, we might waffle on a little bit because this is Song Waffles after all, and we waffle on about things in the time it takes to drink 2 beers. But we'll come back to the EP. But I suppose for now, it's big race time at the moment. Spring Racing Carnival. There's a bit going on. It's been a tough derby day for myself today on the punt, but a few Rose Hill race 2 and 3 they kind of saved me. But it's now we'll jump to JK's Multi of the Week.
JK's Multi of the Week.
Oh, my multi of the week. Am I back?
Well, but I think for this week we're going to do a team multi. Really.
I was going to say mystery trifecta.
I was really just saying that because we only have the one jingle. JK's Multi of the Week. We should change it because last time it was BC's Multi of the Week. Benny
was
Crawford jumped in as the
I bet you
celebrity.
he did better than I did.
And then we won
yeah.
the one before that. Gujarat in the
My one?
IPL.
Or
No,
him?
my one.
That'd be good. All right,
But
so you shouldn't listen to me.
Benny got close, so the good attempt, Benny, but
right.
didn't get the chocolates in the end. But this time we're all going to choose a horse for the Melbourne Cup, which is running on Tuesday. So hopefully you guys are listening to this before then, which I would imagine that our thousands of fans will be. So.
So you're putting this out on Wednesday morning, aren't you?
It's like an edit. But yeah, so we're all going to choose a horse. How about you start, DC? Who do you like?
I am choosing Point NEPEAN, an Irish horse, and I know absolutely nothing about it, and I don't even know if it's still in the race, to be honest. But
What's it
it's,
paying?
it's
Oh, you
on-
don't
it's-
know?
I've got no idea. All I can see is
It's
it's
oozing with confidence.
Yes.
DC.
Let me have a look.
Oozing.
Point NEPEAN, apparently an Irish horse.
Well,
Point
see how it
NEPEAN.
goes.
It's,
Point NEPEAN's currently paying $61. So that's a
Sweet.
I'll take it.
Yep.
And good luck to Wayne
On the nose.
Gordon.
what
Coming in at-
barrier?
coming in at 51 kilos.
What barrier?
It's light.
Barrier 20. Oh, what's the barrier?
Car park.
I can't even read that because my eyes are ticked.
It'll be the one in brackets at the end.
Barrier 20.
Barrier
ladies and
20.
gentlemen.
Ooh.
Do you do that
That's
with your
tough.
phone as well?
That's
Yeah, my arms aren't actually long enough anymore.
We should get the 2 for 1.
Well, actually,
I've got to do something.
they probably haven't done the barriers yet. They're calling them like this afternoon, aren't they?
Yeah,
Ah.
I think they've
go.
probably just been called.
Anyway, yeah, Irish.
Yep.
What are we doing here?
It's a short thing. 51 kilos.
Yeah, so we're also kind of Nostradamusing it at the moment because we don't know the barriers. So we're if any of us win this, it's
Box it up now.
It'll be a miracle.
Dubsy, what about you?
Well, with my extensive review of the form guides, I'm well known for my betting prowess. Durston was a surprise withdrawal for anyone who's been following it, and the second favourite Loft is also looking like she's out. So, given those two are out, and Julesy happened to say a name a bit earlier, Smokin Romans. That's what I'm going for. Kiwi horse. So I've just been over to New Zealand.
Oh yeah.
Got the bug.
Got the bug. And I figure they tend to run well in
And,
races.
Horses.
Stevie, why have you got red tube up on your phone, mate?
No one can see that.
That's the form. We're just getting the form.
It's a nice filly.
All right, what do you got, JK?
I'm going young Werther. If the rain comes down, and in Melbourne, that's one thing I'd probably bet on. It'll be some softer, heavy.
You're going
heavy
for a Kiwi horse too?
Young Werther.
It's the
Couple of
target.
kilos.
It's starting to blow out a little bit. It opened at 17, now paying 23s. Still, that's a good value.
Yep.
54 kilos.
And you want some
Damien's
light.
coming
You
in.
want
Is that
something
heavy?
light.
Yeah.
I reckon.
Smokin'
heavier
Romans
than
is
yours.
Smokin' Romans is coming in though. It's currently paying 19, opened at 21.
There you
So
go.
that's not bad. That's what you
So,
want to do. Follow the money.
Box them all up,
Get your
boys.
cash on it. Get your cash on it.
Yeah. And for my horse, I'm going for LUNAR Flare. LUNAR Flare it's been pretty good for me in the last few weeks. I've been following it a little bit.
Please tell me it's not paying $1.50, bro.
No. It's paying 15s.
Okay,
Paying
good.
15s. It's also been starting to run a few longer races as well, and going right at the longer races. So that's what you need for the 2-miler in the cup. So
2 mile. The
I
freedom units.
like LUNAR Flare, but it remains to be seen yet what barriers they're running from. So
Box
that
them now.
might change.
Thank us later.
But yeah, so we got LUNAR Flare, we got Smokin' Romans, we've got who have you got? You got
Smokin'
Smokin'
Romans.
Romans. Who have you got?
Red tube. Young Werther.
Young Werther
If it's-
and
Yeah,
who did you have?
I had the
got
Irish
scratched.
horse that I can't remember its name now.
Bit fractious in the gates.
Point NEPEAN.
Point of pen.
Point NEPEAN. Opened at 41, now paying 61. So
Hey.
the bettors don't like it. The money.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
100 on the
Sounds like
nose.
it might be glue on Wednesday.
As long as it shows up.
Absolutely.
Glue.
Yeah. It could Stephen Bradbury. You don't know. We don't know how much
Well, if we're
rain's
gonna-
going to be there
I'm
either.
going to punt once a year. What's the point? I'd
Exactly.
rather-
Well,
Yeah.
for some.
Yeah. Put the mystery trifecta in. All right.
Imagine all the people that thought we were going to talk about music and stuff.
Yeah. we'll get there.
All the 3 people.
I suppose maybe that's a good segue into the next segment, which is what have we been listening to lately. So, DC, what's been on your playlist?
Yeah, there is a song that I've been thrashing lately. It's an Australian singer-songwriter. His name's Mark Wilkinson, and he's got a new track out called Paradise. And he's a bit of a troubadour. He's Australian, tours around the world. Great songwriter and a beautiful voice. And I've known about Mark for quite some time, but yeah, this song is a new one and it's really a standout. And yeah, so get on to Mark Wilkinson, Paradise, have a listen. He's awesome.
Awesome. Good tip. We should be adding these to our playlist.
We should.
Yep.
Yep.
We'll do that. Bit of homework for us.
Yep. Box them. Box all 4 of them.
All right, Dubs, what do you got?
Yeah, so obviously I'm a little bit heavier listener. So 4 artists have released albums recently. It seems like the post-COVID thing to do. So I've got those 4 albums actually in a single playlist. No shuffling, just listening to them end to end.
Wow, that's old school.
I know, and I even bought them on CD. True story.
What's a CD?
Yeah, exactly.
From a CD shop.
Yeah. From a bricks and
Rashes.
mortar.
Rashes.
Brashes. Or, I
Bing-
can't say
Bing
that name,
Lee.
it's reused. Bing Lee. So, the 4 bands are, just give you an idea of the heaviness, Slipknot, Megadeth, Steve Vai, and Porcupine Tree. So the song I'm going to throw into the mix, just so you guys don't have to listen to Slipknot. If you're watching this, you probably won't want to listen to that.
Steve, just while you're talking, like, just a bit more cred, let's just. When you're talking about those heavy metal bands, I reckon it's.
Herd Culling by Porcupine Tree. So Porcupine Tree lead singer is a guy called Stephen Wilson. Played with lots of different musos. You know, Gavin Harrison on drums.
Oh, yeah.
So he plays with
So they
Porcupine
met
Tree. He's all right.
personally, right now.
Oh, you know,
He
I
wouldn't come
thought
near
you
me,
had
though.
his number. Flick him a quick
blocked
text. But he's also produced a bunch of pretty cool records, which I can't remember off the top of my head. But Opeth, he's produced an Opeth record and done some cool stuff. So Herd Culling, have a listen. Odd Times, not too heavy, not too bad.
So Stevie likes it. It's like a jockey in the wet going at Flemington, really.
It is,
That's what
indeed.
you want. That's what you want. Is that up to me? BH is just going for a pit stop. Hey! Here we go. Hang on.
Clap him in.
This might be
Up in.
This might be the first time in a couple of podcasts where we've actually followed
Hang on.
the.
Can we just have a look at the levels? There we go in there, boys. Oh, but it's all right. DC's enjoying it. Right, we're leg.
Yeah.
It might be the first time in a while that we've actually followed our
Hold it together.
intro jingle in the time it takes to drink 2 beers. Last week we were drinking full-on pint.
That's right, the 500
Did I get
mil.
through 2? I might have got through 2 maybe, but...
You got through a litre.
Yeah.
So is this either a really short podcast or we're having 6 beers each?
Well, you did bring over a carton.
Well,
man.
yeah. That's
Sorry,
me, isn't
I
it?
might have cracked you. It
Right
is.
after
Are
the
you
song?
on?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to go for something
man.
completely different here. I want to go a little more local to the Gold Coast region,
Oh, good
an
stuff.
area.
Yep.
Very good guitarist, very good friend. Drop a little hint that he might have played a few tunes as my wife was walking down the aisle. Benny Amor!
Oh, Benny Amor.
It's off an EP that Benny did. Great drumming on it too, I might add.
Gavin Harris.
3 piece. Yeah. He wasn't available. Like I said, he blocked one. Anyway. And a fine bass player in Chris Gilbert, who plays with Kevin Borich as well. Benny and I and Chris got together and did an EP for Benny a few years back, and the song is called Way Home, and it is a very funky, in the pockety kind of
Nice.
beautiful, nice Fenderish sound, and give that one a roll, ladies and gents. And I'll give a shout out to Benny because
It's a good
my
bloke.
Isle song,
It's a good bloke, Benny.
Benny learned it overnight because just out of the goodness of his heart, in case anything went down, and shit did go down,
it did
and the
go down.
Bluetooth speaker didn't work, but the Celebrant bought, like he'd invested in something off Wish, and this Bluetooth speaker didn't work, and so Benny just winged an Isle song, and I don't think anyone was any the wiser, and I was sweating bullets going, we're not going to have a song here. My bride's 2 minutes early at this point coming down the thing, and Benny just picked up the guitar player. So I think that's a fair shout out for
On you,
Benny,
Benny.
and I'd like
On you,
everyone
Benny.
to have a
Well
listen
done,
to
It's a good song too.
It's a great song.
What's his name?
Benny Amor.
No.
Young Werther.
No, the song.
Oh, the song.
The wedding song.
Oh, Kev Mo.
Kev Mo.
Yeah, he did Kev Mo, Life is Beautiful.
That's a good track too.
Yeah,
Stop
I was
it,
watching you as that was happening, and you were like mouthing every word of the song.
The techno.
Yeah, but yeah, it was
Cut for you guys.
yeah, it was really good. All right, good stuff. On you, Benny. What,
about
do you got on
you,
your
mate?
JK?
What do you got, BH?
What have I got? So the last little bit for me, I normally like to talk about new music that I've been listening to because I just love new music. But lately, my oldest daughter Summer, I've been talking to her about lots of music, and she often likes to listen to music that I like as well. But yeah, so we've been playing a bit of Frou lately, and Imogen Heap. So that's they've just Frou has brought out like a 20th anniversary of that record that came out. A lot of that music was in the Garden State film. Remember that film? Yeah. There's a track called Let Go. But that's not the song that I'm going to choose. It's another song that we've been listening to from an artist called Banks, a song called Gimme. Rad track, synth-based, kind of dark pop, really, really cool stuff. But yeah, my Spotify has just completely been taken over by my daughter, so I'm going through stuff that
Mine's like that
she's
too.
really been listening to. So, but I love it too. But yeah, really a great track by Banks called Gimme. So yeah, if you're into great dark pop, it's a great track.
Can I
eclectic mix?
Can I just give one more shout out before we move on? I've mentioned these guys before. You know them. You know them. Band from Melbourne called Sweet Talk. I went and caught their set yesterday at the Groundwater Country Music Festival. Never seen them live, and they smashed it out of the park.
Unreal.
So do yourself a favour and look up Sweet Talk. Have a listen.
Awesome. I'm going to watch them tomorrow.
Bloody Apple Dave.
At the Groundwater Festival put on by our good mate Mark Duckworth. What a superstar.
Oh, Ducko.
Big country music festival on the Gold Coast at the moment in Broadbeach. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Dave, he's a great friend of the band. He helped engineered one of our records back in the day at Talabudra when we recorded there. But yeah, Dave's a really great friend of all of ours, and Soren and Tani, and yeah, I can't wait to see them. I've not seen them yet.
It was really great to see the guys live. You know, it was next level. Like the record and the songs they put out are awesome.
Yeah.
It's just great to see them smashing it.
And all the songs they've put out aren't studio records; they're live records. So they play live.
So
Yeah, cool.
great players, great chops. You know,
Live in the
beautiful,
Live in the studio, all together.
Yes.
beautiful harmonies.
Yeah.
Yep.
A couple of wife beater singlets in
Really?
there too.
And he
yeah.
fumigates the joint as well. He's a
But yeah,
what a legend.
Anyway,
so that's Sweet Talk. Can't wait to see you guys. That's definitely something that you should be adding to all of your playlists as well. Sweet Talk, great band. All right, excellent.
What time are they on tonight?
5 o'clock, I believe.
5:15.
Oh,
Yeah,
plenty of time.
yeah.
Sweet.
I'm gonna
Gotta mow the lawn.
I'm gonna go and have a couple of jars with Dr. Rich beforehand. Who's another like City Over Sand alumnus. He's played some drums when JK's been unavailable. So yeah, it's gonna be a good day. But I don't think this podcast is going to be out before then. So,
Jeez, it was a great gig. Oh, history.
maybe it will be. Depends how many of
check it out
these
on
we have
YouTube.
beforehand. All right, so seeing this is a song waffle, I think we should probably, and this is throwing you guys all under the bus now, but we should probably have a chat about the record, the EP. Like, what comes to mind when you think about it? Or did anything cool happen when we were recording it? Or what's your favorite track off it? Or what do you remember about the process? One thing I kind of like really love about it is that often we'd get in and record the drums at one time and we all play as a band live together, but then a couple of weeks might pass because we get busy or whatever, and then different parts happen, and then Dan and I will get in the studio and record some things, some acoustic guitars and some other demos, some other layers. Then we send some stuff to Dubs and he records it himself in his studio in Brisbane, and then we
What's
make
the
some
name of your
notes.
studio, Dubs?
Overdubs.
Sold.
Wow, that is fast.
You guys rehearse
All
that.
right, so we'll see you on the next episode. We're not going to tell that.
Jokes in stereo.
Shit, I'm done.
Stereo.
That's pretty
You can
good.
tell we're live.
That's not bad.
Exit stage left.
But yeah, so that was a great
Dubs.
thing. Dubs would put his taste on things, and we'll send some notes back, and then change some things. But that was a really great thing that we can do. You know, is like having people in the band that have the ability to do that. That's pretty great. I think that's probably becoming something that happens. Like pandemics taught anybody
Yes,
anything is
since
like
the
you
Rona.
don't need to be in the same place. You know.
Yeah. Well, all those clips that came out, YouTube clips with all the superstars, like in the music acts that I follow, you had people from different bands actually collaborating and doing their thing and releasing YouTube clips that, you know, it might be a cover of a song and they go, let's all get together and do this.
Yeah.
4 different guys from 4 different bands playing this cover.
Yeah.
Very, very cool because you can, you know. And
Yeah.
have you seen some of the choir stuff that's happened as well?
Oh yeah.
Like massive choirs put together on YouTube.
Yeah.
So very cool.
Yeah.
And I can sit behind the beat so much easier with my shitty modem.
Dial up.
Wow. Marriage has done your comedy well.
Norland's man, yeah.
Oh jeez.
No, process has shifted, hasn't it? But I mean, the beauty for us is always being in the room,
Yeah.
and that's, I guess, how we start the process is pre-producing a song and playing it out, and then over time, like you said, we go off and live our lives, and then find pockets of time to come back together, and we try and get it done any way we can, and the technology exists now so that we can, you know, shoot a file off to Dubs or, you know, and get tracking done that way. So it's and that's why it takes us 2 years to
Absolutely.
Because of that modem.
Still downloaded.
The dial up.
What are your favorite tracks off the? What's your favorite track of the EP?
You gotta listen to it. I can
feel bad I
probably
haven't met
I
Aiden.
can order my favorite tracks.
Really?
Yeah.
$1.49.
For different reasons. I think the The first track on the record is called Little Town, and that probably is for me the standout for a couple of reasons. It was a track that we weren't really going to pursue in the beginning.
Yeah.
And it didn't really have much going for it in the beginning. I think we left it for a long while and
Yeah.
we weren't really going to revisit that song. But we did in the end, and it's come up really beautifully. Amy John Roberts got on board, and it's the first time that I think we've had somebody else vocally contribute to a track.
Yeah.
Which was awesome.
She just fit like a glove too,
Oh,
and that
it
we've had a
is.
lot of comments about that too. Is like,
Yeah.
who is that, and like,
Yeah.
she's just another extension to the band, really. So I think we should pursue more stuff.
Yeah,
working
great
with Amy.
performance, and just like you said, fits so well with your voice as well.
Yeah.
Just like,
Yeah, it's when Dan said like, I'm thinking about getting a female voice on it. Who should we get? Straight away.
Yeah. And it's a song that's been playlisted, and it's the only song that's been playlisted off the EP. So in that regard, it's done better than any of the other songs.
How many spins have we got on?
I think it's
Apple?
I think it's about 65,000.
About 65,000 spins on Apple,
Yeah.
and on Spotify it's still less than 1,000.
Zero. Spotify.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah,
That's cool.
yeah, Apple's 65,000
Really?
spins. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. We don't have it. I'm not sure if we've got hardly any songs on Spotify that have that many, but yeah, it just was one of those things that got picked up on an Apple playlist or a couple of Apple playlists, and it's just gone gangbusters and it's still sitting on them, and it's growing every day.
Still rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
And
is
how many
fan-
on Spotify?
Zero.
less than 1,000.
It's not really apples with apples, then, is it?
Apples and Spotify's.
That's right.
No, it's sitting on the Barefoot Acoustic Apple playlist, and Acoustic Chill, I think, is the other playlist. So it's been on there since like May this year.
Yep.
Probably 5 or 6 months. So it's rolling along, and
Yeah.
so for that reason as well, the track is a bit of a standout. The second one for me off that record is probably a song called "I Was Wrong," just because I think it just came together seamlessly when you sent the mix back. It needed zero changes from me, and everything sits beautifully. And
Yeah.
so for me, it's a great song. And I think third one is probably "Green Light," which is the second song on the EP, and the first one that we finished, I think.
Yeah. By a long stretch too.
Yeah, yeah, and the fourth one is "Echo." That's got a lot of beautiful little intricacies in it that I love. And then probably my least favourite is
Not the least favourite.
fifth. Yeah, if I've got a fifth,
Solid fifth.
It's the fourth runner-up.
Is a song called, is a song called "This Time Around." It's still a good song.
You
But,
get bet return on it.
that's how they sit for me. Anyway.
Yeah, interesting. I think for me, Echo sits number one for me.
Yeah.
It's just a lot about the recording process and even vocal harmonies, subtleties, and things that happen in that track for me. Yeah, Echo,
It's got tubular bells,
it does. Yeah,
and it's got a fade out.
yeah. Echo sits pretty high for me, but I think a lot of them, everything has a subtlety to it that I can't place in order, really.
Yeah.
There's something about all of them that I love, and yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I think for me, I can't split "I Was Wrong" and "Green Light."
Okay.
They're they're 5 cracking songs, but those two.
Is it because of the guitar solos?
I think so. They're bang on.
One take.
One take. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I just think those two just sort of sit with me really well. When I listened to it yesterday a couple of times, just those two tracks, beautiful production the whole way too, Hosk, I must say.
Yeah,
awesome,
I was just
awesome
thinking as you were
effort.
saying it, a song that stands out for me, often when you get to a production thing, there might be something that in your head where you go, there's just something about it that I don't love. But the track This Time Around, which you said was your fourth runner-up, there's
Encouragement
There's stuff-
award.
I got the encouragement award in under 10s cricket, I think.
But there's stuff in that song that is my favourite part on the record, which is your bass playing in the bridge of This Time Around.
Oh yeah.
When
Oh,
you
yeah,
when you
that's-
first sent that, I was just like, holy moly, that's like
Yeah.
something that I wouldn't think to play as a bass player or
Yep.
whatever in it, and it just fit perfectly. So that's one of my favourite bits.
Yeah, actually, that was probably one of my favourite things to record,
Yeah.
to be honest. When I listened back to it, I forgot that I played it.
Yeah.
I was just like, that's right. That's that bit. Yeah, because it fits so well with JK's drums
Yeah.
as well. And that's how it sort of originated. When I was playing it, I'm like,
Yeah.
and that was it.
Yeah.
It was just simple, straightforward, octave stuff.
Yeah, because often in a production sense, you've got to, as a producer, you've got to then think of the creative things that are going to fit around something. So if that was just like bass notes or root notes or whatever, then it's up to me to come up with some other creative part, whether it's a piano or organ, guitar or whatever.
Yeah.
But then when you've got those bits, it's just like, I don't have to do anything. Like, I'm just going to let that sing and just play a chord or play. I think I ended up putting a fuzz on a guitar and playing single notes on a treble thing. That's all I was doing in that part. So, yeah.
Was it one
Good
take,
stuff.
Stevie?
Of course it was.
For that bit, it was. But that was the one that I didn't have any vocals for. So it was a couple of...
That's right.
I played something totally different for the whole thing, but that was the only thing that you said, I'll keep that bit, but change everything else.
That's right.
Brad, could you just send me a file with some vocals?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we hadn't even done scratch vocals or guide vocals or anything. That was like super rudimentary.
Yeah.
It was like,
And I was as far from being close to what you wanted as I could be.
Brad was like, let's just see if Stevie can even do this. I bet he can't. I bet he...
Nah. I went into porcupine tree mode. What, instrumental?
Stevie will know what's happening inside my head only, because I'm the only one that's heard the song.
We were close.
I'm an Echo man.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm an Echo man. And I'd like it to go on a little longer still.
Yeah.
We always...
But everything has to end.
Yeah.
We do grapple sometimes. There's a few songs over the years that we've grappled with. Do we finish this song or do we fade it? I'm a fan of the fade.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of war.
War never needs to end.
We need to.
There's 45 minutes left in the set, guys.
Yeah,
We've
yeah.
only got one song.
We do need to record. Would you fade that out if we recorded that?
Oh, who knows?
Fade it out live 3 times
Or-
before we
yeah.
finish it.
We never make the decisions on the... Even on the... If you listen to Echo, it fades at the end, but there's a guitar solo that kind of stops halfway through the fade because we're like, the fade's not going to go that long. I was like, no, we're going to do a clean... We're going to do a clean finish like 3 minutes earlier than that.
Do you know what? That is one of my favourite parts of that song. I'm very conscious when I listen to that song every time of the fade out and the guitar that
Yeah.
you've played. That is one of the best parts for me.
Yeah, I
in
like
that whole
that bit
song.
too. And I like it's kind of when it is kind of fading, you try and your ear gets closer to it, or you're tempted to turn it up to.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's one of my favourite parts of that song is the guitar and the fade
We should
out.
have a crack at war.
That'll be a long fade.
Would you fade
you
War,
got nothing.
Jesus? Would you fade War, or would you finish it if you recorded it?
How do we
Could
finish
you
it?
do a 3.5 minute?
Nah, it's not a
minutes?
3.5 minute or it's
I'd just be worried you ran out of tape.
Yeah.
No, I
We
think
should
you-
just
I
get
think you'd
guest
fade
after
it.
guest
I think
after
you'd
guest
fade
to
it.
solo.
We could do a sweet talk version and just do a live.
Oh, wouldn't that be good? We should have got him in here for this podcast and then got them to play a live song. We'll get him in. That'll happen. It'll happen.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like not rehearsing a thing about podcasts.
Yeah. We didn't even have a run sheet today.
No, I haven't listened to the EP yet.
Is there anything else we
You
need to
wouldn't
cover?
even know.
I got
your
shat on by a
CCV
bird
number.
today. That's an
Well, I mean-
interesting one. Yeah.
Lucky you.
Is that good
Maybe,
luck?
maybe
Is that
that
good luck?
$61 hope's going to come home.
I dead set got shat on by a bird.
Did you?
Oh, it's good luck.
Like,
apparently.
fat got me on the forehead, all over.
Oh, that's...
Is it good luck?
Yeah, it's meant to be.
Okay, great.
Got shut on once by bird. I'm still waiting for the luck.
Yeah. So get on Dan's horse. Ride that luck. That's 61
60 to
bucks.
1. I got shat on by a bird. It's going to happen.
Put a lobster on that. That's not a bad come home.
That's a 20 for our overseas viewers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that's
Somebody in Japan.
underselling it.
What is a lobster?
Pineapple.
Before we,
nice.
how's it actually, Stevie? You're about halfway. Brad, you're well on your way.
I'm just sort of
Yeah, I'm
I'm
pacing.
nearly
measuring
done.
with the crowd.
I just want to get a quick shout into our EP has gone out to community radio in Australia, and I just want to give a shout out to Dave at Hawkesbury Radio, who's playing our song this time around.
Champion.
Thank you very much
Yes.
for
Dave.
Thanks,
Yep.
Dave.
plugging the band. We appreciate
Absolutely.
community radio support in Australia.
Amazing.
Indeed. Helps every little
Absolutely.
bit.
And we've got a couple of new sponsors on board too. One is a online music production course called Level Up Your Music Production. There's actually Daniel came in and we filmed some of the modules using a brand new song, and we did a live pre-production session. So you boys wouldn't even know this yet, but
News to me. I thought he was in trouble. He said, Daniel. What the fuck are you doing there? Got that shit on the carpet.
But yeah, we pre-produced a brand new song, and it's part of the course, and we're going to build that song throughout the production course. So yeah, we'll probably jump back in the studio and do that soon. But yeah, it's
I like it.
But yeah, if you're interested in production, great production course online. Just have a look at Level Up Your Music Production, and yeah.
You're mad if you don't.
Might even jag a trifecta.
Yeah. But yeah, so there's new music on the way, boys. We've pre-produced
I like
a track
this.
already.
I like
Excellent.
this.
Is it
Yeah.
still on special, BH, or is that going to run out by the time we edit this up?
You might get in quick. It's 25% off for October. But if you send me an email and tell me you've watched the podcast, then we might be able to work something out.
Ooh.
But yeah, so it's
2026, an
Si-
email. Hey, I just
sitting
watched
at-
that podcast.
Yeah.
You get
we're
a bonus
we're in
bit.
our pre-launch still at the moment. So it's normally the pre-launch discount is $499 Australian dollars, but 25% off that is about $374 at the moment for lifetime access.
To be clear, though, it's not just a tick and flick, 10-minute course on how to do whatever you want. It's pretty in depth, isn't it?
Yeah.
I watched your grab that you did the other day, and it was good.
But yeah, it's all about improving your songcraft, improving your music theory, improving everything to then get better at music production, and it'll go through recording technique, mixing technique, all of that kind of stuff, even into co-writing and releasing music as well. So yeah, songcraft pre-production, but we've got a full, so far there's about 3 or 4 days uploaded, and there's about 4 to 5 hours of content in the first 4 or 5 days. So it's
And
yeah.
we will try and produce the new track.
Definitely.
It's called Count on the Days, just so you guys know. Make yourselves available, please.
I know a drummer.
Um,
I know a bass player and a drummer.
I know a drummer that blocked me.
I'll sort it out.
so
like it.
I'm done on my second, and
All right, guys.
Whittington's keeping us up here.
I'm done.
No, he's not.
Well, we had 3 beers while we were waiting for these blokes to get here this afternoon, under my new patio. It's
Didn't know
mint.
that.
Patio. It is mint.
Patio. Do you want to tell everyone what you've done with your old roof, BH?
Yes, we're all about sustainability and recycling in City Over Sand. So yeah, I've just got a new patio at my place, and the roof is going to a brand new house that JK has bought. He buys a house, he gets married in the same week.
Let's
Crazy.
do 2 of the most stressful things in life in the 1 week. But anyway, he slipped me a couple of roofies.
oh, Jules.
You've been sitting on those. I've taken his pedals down. Get a bit tired now.
10 metres of it.
10 metres. And I'm going to take the full 10.
Yeah. Yeah, most of it. But yeah, please. So I suppose that's about it for us today. We're 2 beers in, so
2 beers, Brad. You've
But-
been at a 10th birthday party all day.
I have. So
15.
that's about 202 beers. But yeah, please go on and have a listen to the EP. It's called Half Full. We're really proud of it. 5 great tracks, about 18 minutes and 16 seconds.
Who's
DC.
counting?
But yeah, it's a great little listen. Yeah, we'd love you to get around it.
Thanks for your support. See you for the next song, Waffles.
We'll see you episode 9.
And this is Song Waffles. We waffle on for just as long as it takes to drink 2 beers. Song Waffles with City Over Sand.